Welcome to 108 Gate, where we are looking at the energies in the current moment of when you come to this video, this recording, and we are looking for inspiration, investigating energies and their meanings. At the moment we have another word, specific. That is the word specific. So looking for some insight, looking for some poking of emotion. So if you think of specific, what do you feel? What do you think of? What kind of sentences come to mind? Letting your consciousness trickle over it, letting your subconsciousness trickle over it, letting your subconsciousness kind of be, I want to say aroused, be evoked, be moved, specific. Because when we think about our subconscious, it's not often, unless you wanna say otherwise, that the specifics come up in the subconscious. It's like it has to be stirred up in the conscious mind or subconscious mind or superconsciousness to then be brought up to the consciousness, where the specifics of things can become conscious. And therefore we are better able to identify those things and work with them, or let them go, or bring them closer, whatever way it's supposed to be. So devotion, be true and pure in thought and deed. Specific. When we're going in with the pure intention of self, what exactly is that we want to be focused on? What are the specifics of that? What are the specifics of what you want? Got hiccups again? Sorry, excuse me. Desire. There you go. Be certain of where you place your passion. This is asking for specifics. What are the details looking like of where you're heading, of where you want to be heading, of what you're wanting. Enthusiasm, the best can be here, believe it. So all three of them, there are aspects of white flowers. The only reason I'm drawn to that is because of the consistency of the nature of it. Nothing else. There's no dark or light. It's just the simple fact that it's 3 white is a consistent thing. It could have easily been 3 blue. It could have easily been 3 orange. It's about the consistency, the specifics. So I'll explain why. They're all white flowers. That's white, that's white, that's white. Yet if you look at the shapes, they're very different. Therefore, looking at the specifics of it, so they could have all been red. My throat is going very peculiar. And when I said blue earlier, it's like, well, it could have been throat chakra, so maybe there's something more to it. But for now, looking at, there's white flower, white flower, white flower. Look at the specifics of it. This is a tiny flower with green leaves. This is a white, bigger flower on with green leaves and a green stem. These are small, lots of small white flowers and more of them than that one. So looking at the differences, looking at the contrast, looking at the common factors, looking at the aspects which are not similar, the aspects are similar. How does it work together? Like, for example, some of these flowers, not these particular ones, but sometimes flowers may not grow well together. Sometimes flowers may flourish together. So there may be a particular flower next to another flower, and they help each other to grow even stronger. For example, this is not a flower, but if you put, it's said, I haven't actually seen it myself, but apparently if you have garlic next to onions, the garlic is going to sprout quicker. That's good if you want the garlic to be something you can grow more garlic from and you want it to sprout. Not so great if you want to use it and you kind of have to cut it back. It doesn't really matter much, does it? But the fourth one's wanting to come out. There you go. Pink and the white. Resignation, say goodbye to what you no longer need. How perfect is that? Like, really, how perfect is that? Do you no longer need the white and you need the pink? Do you no longer need the pink and you need the white? Do you need the pink and the white separate, or do you need the pink and white together to actually create a different contrast, to create a different pattern, to create a different atmosphere? And I'm using the colours just as an example. So, Six of Wands. Victorious, something victorious when you're enthusiastic about it, something being brought in and actually creating something substantial. When you're devoted to it, your enthusiasm leads you to your victory. The devotion to it actually brings in the ability to make it happen. Desire, be certain of where you place your passion. The Lovers. The unity, the pink and the white. I'm going to be as sparse with details as possible. You figure out specifically what this is meaning for you, because I feel like this is so independent of words, so to speak. I know we're using words, but it's so independent. That it's you who has to kind of come up with the connections between things, like the dot to dot. If you haven't seen the dot to dot reading, have a look at the dot reading. It should be in the words playlist. Okay, the Devil. Raw, here we go. Doom, doom, doom. A devil is a victory over the devil, victory because of the devil, victory in combating the devil. A devotion, okay. King of Wands, staying on path, staying true to your path, staying true to the next action, staying on point, and therefore fulfilling a certain action, going all the way to the end, going all the way to maturity of a certain act, the maturity of a certain project, the maturity of a certain journey. The Lovers, Page of Swords. There's going to be a fresh perspective of what Lovers is. Now, that could be your relationship with a project or something. It could be your relationship with someone else. It could be your relationship with yourself. The point is, when you allow the enthusiasm to flow through with that reignited, that invigorated, that reinvigorated sense of devotion to what you truly know and feel and believe is for you. Committed all the way. Desire. The desire is committed with devotion to fulfilling what you are intending to do. So when you're on that path to a victory, not allowing the devil comes in different forms. And I don't mean the devil as in, some people get scared about it. It's like it can come in any form, when many forms. It sometimes doesn't even look like it is the devil. That's where you need your emotional intelligence, like really, really sharp. Temptation, distraction. There's loads of ways it can show up. It's not necessarily the devil. It's like the lower energies pulling you off path. So then your desire, where is your desire? And bringing a new fresh clarity to that. What you are now desiring, well, how is it linked to what you were desiring before? So now, resignation, say goodbye to what you no longer need. That feels like it wants to move there now. If you don't need it, it ain't working, let it go. No, it wants to go back over there. Then go on to this. So it's kind of like, to be able to know what you want, you're going to be able to know what you don't need. To be able to not go towards what you don't need, you're going to be getting more and more insight into what you should be going towards. So it's like a cycle. As you know what you need to let go of, you go through these points, and then you know more so of what you don't need. Now I don't need that. Okay, now I know I don't need that. Go through this cycle again, And then keep refining, keep refining, keep refining, keep refining, keep refining, keep getting more and more specific. I hope that helps. That's a funky energy to be working with. Utilise it the best you can. Absolutely amazing. Even though I'm going to come and watch this again. Right, for now, peace and love.